We have seen the ratings decline, we have seen the viewership decline, and we have seen the numbers decline, but we've never quite seen it like this before. Monday Night Raw on Netflix took a hammer blow, or should I say, for Triple H, a sledgehammer blow. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Wrestling. Monday Night Raw on Netflix, week 1, everyone bragged about it, everyone talked about the 2.6 million rating on day 1, even though it wasn't that impressive to begin with, but now we're seeing how week 2 of Monday Night Raw is comparing to week 1, and the numbers are down big time.
Big time. WrestleMania 22 slogan. We wish it was as good as that. Edge, Mick Foley through the table. Cena, Triple H, McMahon, Shawn Michaels. What do we get? We get some diddy man by the name of Penta running around everyone pretending that he's a megastar. We called this, right? It's an I told you so from Fog Wrestling. See, when The Rock came out in Triple H and they pandered for 20 minutes, it was downhill for there. Say you're a new person, say you're on Netflix, you haven't watched wrestling 20 years, I'm going to give this a chance. You're one of the 5.9 million. What reason did they give you to tune into next week? Nada?
See when they've got a brand new show, or when it changes network, it doesn't really matter about what number you get for the debut or the premiere. It's always about the number you get the week after, because see if the number the week after tanks, that means that the people that tuned in to see the premiere, that means they didn't give a shit, that means they didn't care for it. See if this week's Raw kept up with the same numbers last week's Raw got, then you'd be like, well, congratulations, look, they've done something, people have tuned in, and they liked what they've seen, and they've managed to retain that audience. But it's never the case. It's always when they try something new, they promote a new network, you know, they might get that initial number that's not bad, but can they ever hold it? No, it's because the shows always disappoint. I guarantee that Netflix premiere, you will have got some people that haven't watched WWE in a long time. Hell, you might have got some people that have never watched WWE ever. And they've checked it out to see, here, is this stuff any good? Or is it as good as it used to be when I used to watch it? And the answer to that is no, because we've seen a big drop-off. So the numbers are in, and let's talk about it. So across the 7-day period from Monday, January 13 to Sunday, January 19, the January 13th episode of Raw had 3.7 million views globally. So that is globally, that is across the world. Now keep in mind, week 1 had in total 5.9 million views globally. So that is from Raw airing at the start of the week to the end of the week. So Netflix is doing it on a weekly basis. So 5.9 million was what they had globally in week 1. 3.7 million views is what they have globally in week 2. So already that is 2.2 million people that did not bother to watch Raw on week 2. So that's 2.2 million people that tuned into week 1 and thought, screw it, this isn't what I want to watch, I don't like this. And that's not even taking into consideration that the Raw week 1, the premiere, they actually went all out. Look at the people they put on that show.
Yeah, they went all out, and it was flatlined, because you just had pandering. You had all the, I mean, Cena was used correctly, right? But maybe if Cena was used correctly the second week, they wouldn't have lost 2.2. They might have just lost, like, what, 1.6, 1.5 maybe? But the reality is, man, you know what? I'm sick of wrestling, you're right. With these shows, there's always a drop-off the second week. How about you hit it out the park, you deliver a great episode of television, right? And then the next week, instead of going down, you actually go up. Because the people that didn't tune in go, fuck, I missed that, I need to see it next week.
See the rating that you get for the premiere? That's not a true reflection of how good the premiere was. The true reflection, I think, is what week 2 does.
Yep, and what week 2's done is flop big time, despite Big Penta.
So week 2 is basically showing you that week 1, it sucked. It was a disappointment. People tuned in to see week 1 and they thought, oh, screw this, I ain't tuned in to see week 2. I mean, that is how it works.
Yeah, I know it's funny about it though. You've got idiots on Twitter and YouTube, oh, week 2 was so much better than week 1. Well, see if it was so much better, maybe more people would have tuned in. They wouldn't have lost 2.2 million. The fact of the reality is, man, people care about The Rock, they care about Cena, they care about Hogan. You can boo him out of a wee diddy building in California all you want, but the reality is they care more about him than Penta.
No, absolutely. So Raw week 1, globally on the Netflix platform, did 5.9 million views. Raw week 2 did 3.7 million views. That means week 2 is down 47% from the premiere. So 37, that is a shitload of people. That is more than 1/3. That is a lot. To lose 2.2 million in the space of 1 week, I mean, have we ever seen that kind of rate? When was the last time we seen that?
Honestly, I've no idea. The answer really should be never, but when you've got so low ratings right now in wrestling, hell, none of the shows have 2.2 million overall, so therefore they can't lose it.
Yeah, I mean, SmackDown, that's doing roughly what right now? I mean, even SmackDown, when it was on Fox and it was doing well, I mean, you were lucky if you got 2.5 million, so therefore you can't lose 2.2 million there. So, I mean, it's been a long time, and you could argue that, well, here, it's a good thing that they've got that amount of viewers to lose, but you've got to factor in, guys, that is on Netflix. That 5.9 million that they had from week 1, that is taking in the entire globe. That is taking in every country. That is taking in the WWE universe from across the world. Plus, it's over a 7-day period. I mean, WWE Raw used to get more than 5.9 million viewers domestically in America watching it live concurrently. People are trying to talk this number up as if it's rivaling the Attitude Era. I mean, get real. This is people that were watching it. I mean, the number domestically for the week 1 of Raw was 2.6 million. And even then, that wasn't a concurrent number. That was over the entire day. So that was a 1-day duration of Americans watching Raw. To compare this number to the Attitude Era is ridiculous. Because the Attitude Era was doing like over 5.9 million with just the US viewers watching. And that was them having to watch the show live. This was people watching it over the course of an entire week. So this like WWE fanboying that we're getting, where people are trying to push this era and try and use propaganda to promote something that it's not. I mean, this era, these ratings are not better than what we had in the past. Triple H is not better than Mr. McMahon, right? You don't have to like it, but you got to accept it. That's just the way things go. But I mean, let's have a look at how this premiere for WWE Netflix, how does that do against other recent premieres of wrestling? So, the second episode of SmackDown on Fox in 2019 declined 26% from week 1 to week 2. Week 1 for the SmackDown on Fox got 3.88 million viewers. Week 2 did 2.877 million viewers. So, SmackDown lost just over 1 million viewers from week 1 to week 2. That's a big loss there. Again, week 1, Fox premiere, that would have been people probably watching WWE for the first time in a long time, giving it a chance, seeing if it got better. And when that million tuned out, it shows you that a lot of people didn't. Shows you that 1 million people didn't like what they seen in week 1. Essentially, that's what it shows you.
Yeah, and also you got to bear in mind, I reckon a lot of the million here probably came back from the Netflix as well.
Yeah, probably. And as for AEW, the second episode of Dynamite on TNT in 2019 also declined 28% from week 1 to week 2. So, yeah, I mean, we're seeing here that obviously the premieres do decline because people check the premieres and they don't really care enough to check out week 2. But I've never seen this kind of loss, this 37% loss. So, like I said, SmackDown on Fox and TNA's debut on TNT, they both lost 28% from week 1 to week 2. But Raw on Netflix lost 37% from week 1 to week 2. Now, do I expect the drop-off to be as big from week 2 to week 3? I don't, but I still expect there to be a drop-off because I just think we're going to continue to see a drop-off until we get the true number. And I don't believe the true number of people that are interested in watching WWE is anywhere near that 5.9 million that they got in week 1.
No, it's not. I mean, if I was to hazard a guess at the drop-off for week 2 to 3, I would say probably about 500,000, something in that category.
But I think this shows you how bad WWE is, man, and just how you think it's popular, man. They pretend it's popular. This global thing, we're mega. But see, you think about it, like they did 5.9 million viewers for over a course of a week for the premiere. That's every country, right, that's got Netflix. That's a lot of countries. The Walking Dead, when it was at its peak, was doing like 15, 16, 17 million viewers on AMC, watching it live that night, and that was just domestic viewers.
Yeah. So
we're talking like WWE's audience is like a third of The Walking Dead's at its peak, and that's just talking, that's taking domestic, that's taking American Walking Dead watchers against the entire world WWE watchers, and I mean, Walking Dead was 3 times more popular.
No, seeing you break it down, it's actually a pathetic number now. It's not available everywhere in the world, right, with Netflix, but UK's got like, what, 66 million people? Germany, France, Spain, similar populations, if not bigger. It's like when you actually break it down and look at the world's population,
Wrestling's just not that popular.
No, it's not. That is the reality.
It's not it's not the it thing. It's not.
If Netflix...
And no wonder, though. I mean, look, it's not cool.
If you add it up everything, right? Every country in the world across a week in the Attitude Era, the viewership, it is going to be like 10 times the 5.9 rating. You can fucking guarantee. Yo, some quarters, man, in the 90s are getting into the 10s in America. So you can bet your bottom dollar that across the globe, of course it is. You know what I mean? Like, it's not just a case that, oh, wrestling's popularity died in the States. No, wrestling's popularity died across the globe. I know a lot of Yanks seem to think everything just happens on their wee bit of grass, but it happens across the globe. But a pathetic rating nonetheless. But you know what? Expect it. See if it was a great Netflix premiere and we gave it like an 8 out of 10, they might be like, oh, I don't really know why 2.2 million people... But see if it was genuinely good, not what the fucking marks wanted, 2.2 million people wouldn't have tuned out.
Yeah, see if he gave us a good show. See if The Rock actually came out and cut good promos. See if he was actually being in character and he was actually in storyline and he wasn't just out there to promote and kiss ass and lick Cody Rhodes and put over the the Netflix executives and all that shit. Then maybe 2.2 million people wouldn't have been lost.
No, it wouldn't have been.
You would have still got a loss, but you know it would have been marginal.
Yeah, maybe if The Rock came out and was like, "Hey, I'm going to enter the Royal Rumble," and he's like, "I'm going to be here next week." Well, and Cena was like, "Here, I want Roman Reigns next week."
See when Raw and Netflix went off? What reason did you have to tune in for next week?
Nada, nothing.
So, you weren't getting shit. See that Netflix premiere. Fuck it, they should have booked John Cena in a match for the following week.
Yep.
Should have, but tune in next week. You're getting to see Finn Balor, Damien Priest. Aye, well, 2.2 million people didn't want to see Finn Balor versus Damien Priest. Right?
See, by the time
you're getting Penta's debut. Oh, you're getting the Women's Intercontinental Tournament. Well, it turns out 2.2 million people did not care for any of that shit.
Yeah, but see, by the time we might get like a Cena match on Raw,
the numbers will be lost.
It'll be too late. You can't get the number.
No, you need to capitalise on that premiere.
Yeah, and it's the same with AEW, right? When they have like big lead-ins for basketball, they never do anything to fucking capitalise.
See that first segment, Tony Khan, he should be doing the craziest shit possible.
Yep.
But anyway, guys, there you go. Numbers are poor. How low will they go? If we're going to base it on... Oh, you know what? It'll be sad if they actually drop much lower. They're at 3.7 million for the entire week globally. Could you imagine? If it goes much lower than that, then that is shit.
Triple H made out that Netflix was relatively okay with the rating on the first week.
Yeah, who says that? Relatively okay.
Yeah. Something along those lines at least. So what's going to happen when this rating creeps below a 3? Heads towards 2.5, etc, etc, etc.
Yeah, remember McMahon used to panic when Raw was going underneath 3 million in the US, live, watching it. Jesus Christ, but we're getting close to 3 million.
We're
getting close to 3 million globally over the world.
How long have we heard?
For a week?
No, but how long have we heard? Oh, DVRs, you can record it now. Doesn't matter anymore. If you watch it within the 6 days,
it counts in the week.
So that's also at the window.
DVRs are a load of shite, man.
No.
So if you want to see if something's good, you're going to watch it. You're going to watch it at the first available opportunity.
Yeah.
So
but there's no excuses now.
Like see when wrestling was good. Like I could have recorded the pay-per-views and watched it the next day when I woke up. But did you do that? You were like, no, this is great. I need to stay up and watch it.
I need to watch it right now.
No, but that is true.
No, it is.
So I mean, it's whatever, man. See the Super Bowl? You can DVR that.
Of course you can.
Do people do that though? Do people? Oh no, I'll DVR the Super Bowl and or do people see Monday night football's on? Why don't people DVR the football and watch wrestling? Why do people not watch Raw, then watch the Monday night football after?
Because it's must watch. Damn
no, it's because it's shite, man. It is what it is. Anyway,
football.
Guys, let us know your thoughts down below. We'll catch you in the next one. These numbers suck. Till next time. Peace.